Hey, 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 welcome back to Dan's Miscellaneous Ramblings, episode 47. All right, today I have a I always say I have a very interesting topic, but maybe that's just because they all interest me. I think I've said that before as well. Let's just get on to the topic. Today will be the egg episode. Now, I'm sure you've heard of eggs. Those little shelled things that contain life in its pre-walking stages. Wow, I that was the worst real description of an egg. Okay, I'm sure most of you have probably eaten eggs, unless you're a vegan for your entire life. Other than that, you've probably eaten an egg. Well, egg has actually been a nickname for me on multiple fronts, and I just wanted to talk about some experiences with egg. Yeah. um, I don't know exactly how good my comedy is going to be. It's probably going to be a lot of puns because I actually got the motivation to write my first comedy sketch in a very long time today. Probably first time in at least 10 months. And I did not have this motivation for a very long time, at least 10 months, as I just said. So I'm very, very excited about this turn of events. And maybe sometime after I've shown it to my comedy friends, maybe sometime I'll find some way to share it with y'all. Okay, but today we're going to be talking about eggs. My experiences with eggs. Different kinds of eggs, perhaps. I've already talked about fish eggs before, roe or masago as they're called. And so I'm not going to... this is going to be a land-based egg episode. Sorry, sea creatures. Let's start with being called egg. Now, I've been called egg multiple times by, multiple people. It's become kind of a staple nickname for me in some circles. How did this become my nickname, though? It all started back in, last year. And I was in a calculus class, okay? AP Calculus BC. No, I'm not flexing. Definitely not. And we sat in tables of 3. And I was at this table with it was 2 wonderful people. One I knew a little better than the other, but they were both absolutely great. I was so happy to be at that table. And I ended up calling one of my friends a coward. And I turned to the other and called them a fool. And because the coward was, if we'd gone with their answer and they hadn't chickened out and used ours, we would have gotten the problem right. And the fool for leading us to the wrong answer. And they decided that they needed a name that suitably could destroy me after being called a coward and a fool. And the coward says, egg. And thus, from then on, we were the fool, the coward, and the egg, which I think is a perfect representation of my mental state. That's like my last 3 brain cells right there. Throughout that calculus class, it was absolutely wonderful. The egg rained on, and I had a great time. I had a blast. Fast forward many months till about August of this year. I decided to join this Discord server, okay? I'm not going to share the name of the Discord server for, just to protect them. But I joined this Discord server, and it's like this LGBT plus server. I joined it because my girlfriend at the time, now very much my ex, decided to, was on the admin team of the Instagram page of this server. And they decided to create a Discord server. And I was like, you know what? I think it'd be really funny if I joined. So I join in, and people are using, their real names for the most part. And I decided to join in as the Egg Bearer. All right. So already off to a good start. And keep in mind, back then I wasn't bi. I was just a cis-het man walking with, I had a girlfriend who was very, very, very much LGBT plus, but I wasn't. So I was joining in. Yes, I was going to be an ally and stuff, and But I was mostly going to join in, be cryptic a little, and then not really ever visit the server again, as happened with many Discord servers I was on, especially large ones. But people actually ended up liking me. Why? I still can't say. Maybe it's part of my charm and personality. Maybe it's because I showed them actual human kindness, which they didn't usually get from cishet men. Who knows? It could be anything. But they decided to accept me into their ranks. And eventually, pretty soon actually, my ex figured out I was on there and was like, Danny, what, bro, why are you here? I know that's you. And I'm like, no, I'm not the egg man. I'm not the egg bearer. That's not me. And yeah, the jig was up. But they actually ended up uninstalling Discord just like a few weeks later. So that was what that was. And we broke up. And they ended up just straight up, yeah, they uninstalled Discord. So that place became my domain. And I stayed there for many months, up until actually November. And why I left is another story entirely. But boy, do I have a lot of stories from this Discord server. But they called me Egg. I ended up sharing my real name at some point in late October, I think. But most of them still called me Egg. And it was pretty neat. Yeah. I had a fun time there. Until I didn't. But it ended up becoming pretty stressful and kind of toxic in a lot of places at times. But oh well. I ended up after that creating a new Discord server, my own Discord server. I called it the Eggscord, because egg. It was pretty funny. And it was a lovely place. And I invited some of the people that I was very close to. And the place still stands today. Yeah, the Eggscord is I like it. And a lot of the people from there still call me Egg. I mean, some of them call me Dan, because they all know that my name is Dan at this point. But the legend of Egg lives on through them and a few other friends. And other than the calculus buds and those Discord people, that's all the people who call me Egg. Except, moving on along, I ended up creating a Twitch account, right? And throughout this whole eggening, I decided I need a new name for accounts and stuff. So I ended up going with Eggovolt. Eggovolt it's a good name. I like it. And that's become my handle for, that's my Discord name, that's my Steam name, that's my name for a lot of things. And I want to end up changing my Xbox name eventually to Eggovolt. But, oh well, c'est la vie. That might happen eventually, because it costs money to change an Xbox name, which I think is kind of a shame. I don't know how much, it's like $2, but it's like, how you're willing to spend like $60 for a game, but like 99 cents for a mobile game is just too much. It's the same theory that, well, this changing my name shouldn't cost me $2. That's insane. What are you even doing? I don't know. They like making money, which I can, that's fair. I wish they didn't try and make my money off of my $2 off of that, though. If you'll notice in the logo of Dan's Miscellaneous Ramblings, I actually put an egg there. And I was thinking about calling myself Egg at one point, and I'm like, no, Dan's Miscellaneous Ramblings works way better than Egg's Miscellaneous. Oh, nah, I'm still going with Dan. So now we get to a pivotal crossroads where I either change the subject and go dramatically off the rails, or I keep talking about eggs for the rest of the episode. I'm going to, who knows? I don't know what I'm choosing exactly, but I'm going to talk about eggs for a little longer at least. My favorite type of egg, I'm pretty basic. I like the cool scrambled egg. It's nice. It's basic. It's simple. And I like eating scrambled eggs with syrup. Now, I'm going to wait for a moment for your anger to die down. But it's really good. Okay? Syrup, it's a breakfast food, and so are scrambled eggs. It's a match made in heaven. If they're cheesy scrambled eggs, it works a lot worse. But if you just have plain scrambled eggs, maybe with some salt and pepper on it, syrup tastes so nice on it. You gotta try it. It doesn't look the best, I'm gonna be honest, but next time you're eating your pancakes and your eggs, your scrambled eggs, just put a little bit of that syrup from the pancake on the egg and just try it. If you can safely. Like if you're diabetic and you can't have that much sugar, don't do it. Okay. I think that's how diabetes works. However it works, I'm not trying to be insulting. I just straight up don't. I haven't done any research into that, so I'll do my research after the episode. But if you have some reason not to, don't. But if you're just like, ew, that sounds kind of gross, just try it. And if you don't like syrup, well, that's an entirely different problem. Because who doesn't like syrup? Now, my family has had some very differing opinions on syrup. See, my mom enjoys the maple syrup, the good stuff, the expensive stuff, the stuff that tastes like you could have put a tap into a tree and tried it there. My dad's favorite is actually the Mrs. Butterworth's type beet. I think I talked about this in the breakfast food episode as well. But I think they both taste good on eggs. I'm gonna be honest here. There definitely is a difference, but I think I like them both separately. Separate. No, that doesn't work. What other egg-based stories do I have? I've never thrown an egg at anyone. I kind of want to, though. Unless you've gotten Minecraft. In Minecraft, I've definitely thrown eggs at people. Because, they take a little knockback, suffer a hit, and it's just really funny to throw eggs at people. In Minecraft, eggs are weird in Minecraft because you can throw them and you have a chance to spawn a baby chicken when you hit someone. But you can also make baby chickens by giving both the parents seeds and then they kiss. Yes. Family friendly. They kiss. That's what it looks like when you're playing Minecraft, so that's what it is. So there's two ways. So when you ask what came first, the chicken or the egg, the answer is yes in Minecraft. I don't know if that's some sort of bizarre social commentary, because what came first, the chicken or the egg, actually is a comment on Darwin, or like creationism versus evolution. Creation versus evolution, yeah. So like if the chicken came first, then the chicken was created on Earth and then they had a baby through the egg. But if the egg came first, then they must have evolved from a non-chicken into a chicken. It's how it works, okay. And so I guess I have to say that the egg came first because I believe in evolution, not that all the animals were placed on Earth exactly as they are. Can you believe there's some people that don't believe in dinosaurs? Like, that's so whack. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are so cool. I'm going to have a dinosaur episode at some point. Maybe, I know I have a certain person in mind that would love to talk about dinosaurs with me. But there's some people who believe they just straight up don't exist. Some creationist fellows. And that boggles my mind. Like, I've wrapped my head around the fact that some people don't think the moon landing happened, or they think the Earth is flat, or they think climate change isn't real. Obviously, none of those are true, but that's what people think. But not thinking the dinosaurs existed? That's a sad world without dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. However, this is going to bring us near the end of the episode, so I am going to have to think of the song that has been on my mind all episode. And today, it's going to be Do It All the Time by I Don't Know How, But They Found Me. This is a song that was actually meant to at least pretend to be computer generated. I don't know if it actually was. But it's a really, really good song. Has a really great beat. And I really like it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. And who knows, it might actually be under 15 minutes. Anyways, I think I will catch you all in the future later, and Yeah, see you later. Good.